So Saiteja, you are preparing for NPCIL.
Yes, sir.
And today you want snap for which subject?
Thermodynamics.
Thermodynamics. Okay. And this is your first snap, Saiteja.
Yes, sir. First snap.
Okay. So let's start your snap, Saiteja, for thermodynamics.
Okay.
So Sai Teja, if I will ask you first question, what do you mean by energy balance, and which law actually tells us about the energy balance in thermodynamics?
Energy balance.
Yes.
Energy is converted in one form to another form, sir. The first law of thermodynamics tells about the energy balance. Like energy is neither created nor destroyed. It is converted from one form to another form.
What is PMM1, Saiteja?
PMM1.
Yes.
A device which works without any a device which gives the work output without taking any heat input. That means which opposes the first law of thermodynamics.
Okay. Can you write the energy balance for a heat exchanger?
Heat exchanger, sir?
Yes. First, tell me, Saiteja, that heat exchanger is a closed system or open system?
Open system, sir.
Open system. Open means steady or unsteady?
We consider it as a steady flow device.
Steady flow device, fine. So go ahead. How we write the energy balance for a heat exchanger?
From the steady flow energy equation, sir, enthalpy plus the c square by 2, which is the kinetic energy plus potential energy mg gz plus heat transfer q is equals to the enthalpy plus velocity c square by 2 plus potential gz plus the w work. Generally, in heat exchangers, the changes in kinetic energy and potential energies are negligible. So we neglect those terms and there won't be any work transfer also. So the change in enthalpy will give the heat exchange actually.
Saiteja, what is enthalpy?
Enthalpy. The term, it is a sum of internal energy plus flow work. That is the term U plus PV. We often use it, so we gave a name called enthalpy for it.
You know about TDS equation?
Yes, sir. TDS, I know.
Can you write both the TDS equation?
Yes, sir. TDS equals to du plus PdV, and TDS equals to dH minus VdP.
These equations are applicable to what type of system and for what type of process?
These are all point functions, so it can be applicable for any process.
Any process means reversible, irreversible, both?
Yes, sir.
Means from this equation, if you will find out DS for a reversible process and irreversible process. So can we say that DS is same, like for the same fixed state 1 and 2, the DS is same for both reversible and irreversible? Entropy change is same?
No, sir.
But you are saying we can apply this equation to both reversible and irreversible.
For reversible process, for closed system and open system, we can apply it.
So you want to correct or you want to be with your earlier answer? It is applicable to both reversible and irreversible?
Yes, sir. It is applicable actually.
Yes, it is applicable. So be confident.
These are all point functions.
It is applicable. All are point function. So now my question is, Saiteja, if it is applicable to both reversible and irreversible, so if you will take same state 1 and 2, and for that same state, if you will find out DS using that equation, so DS will come out same for both reversible and irreversible.
Yeah, yes, sir. DS will be come out same. For irreversible process, there will be an entropy generation extra term.
So can we say entropy change is same for both reversible and irreversible between the same states?
Delta S value will be the same, sir.
Entropy change will be same for both reversible and irreversible between the same states.
The total entropy delta S value will be the same. For reversible process, delta S generation will be 0. For irreversible process, delta S generation will also be present. So the total entropy will be different for both processes, for reversible and irreversible. Delta S and the universe will be different for both processes.
So entropy change of the system between the two fixed states, that will be same for both reversible and irreversible. Why? Because entropy is a property. If
Yes,
and
sir,
states
point.
are fixed, if
Yes,
and states are fixed for any two processes, whether they are reversible or irreversible, the entropy is required to be same.
yes.
What about dq by t? Dq by t reversible and irreversible. What is the relationship between dq by t reversible and dq by t irreversible?
dq by t reversible and dq by t.
Irreversible.
If the cyclic integral of dq by t is less than 0, then it is an irreversible process. If cyclic integral of dq by t is equal to 0, it is a reversible process. And if it is greater than 0, the process cannot happen actually.
No, I'm just asking what is the relationship between dq by t reversible and dq by t irreversible? What is the relationship between that? These two.
dq by t reversible and dq by t irreversible.
So what is the difference of dq by t reversible minus dq by t irreversible? What that difference is representing? dq by t reversible minus dq by t irreversible. What is that difference is representing?
dq by t reversible minus dq by t irreversible.
Irreversible.
The entropy term delta S.
Delta S.
Yes.
But delta S that will be 0, means delta S is equal to dq by t, na? Why? How you are
Yes,
saying that will represent delta S? Delta S is equal to dq by t. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. dq by t. Delta S equals to
That
dq by
difference
t.
will represent what? Again, try to think, Sai Teja.
Delta S generation.
Delta S generation. Are you
Yes,
sure?
sir. Yes, sir. For reversible process, dq by t is delta S. And for reversible process, delta S equals to dq by delta S plus delta S generation. No, sir. I'm not able to tell.
Yes, that is delta S generation. Entropy change for reversible is dq by t reversible.
Yes, sir.
Entropy change for irreversible is dq by t
by
irreversible
t
plus entropy
plus
generation.
yes,
If you
sir.
compare both, dq by t reversible equal to dq by t irreversible plus entropy generation, or dq by t
Yes.
reversible minus dq by t irreversible, that is equal to entropy
Delta S generation. Yes, sir.
ये आपको बड़ा क्लियर पता होना चाहिए साइड इज इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस?
Yes, sir.
dq by t reversible minus dq by t irreversible is nothing but sir entropy generation.
Okay. Okay.
इतना टाइम नहीं लेना है आपको.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell me something about the exergy, Saitija? What is exergy?
Exergy is the maximum available energy. When there is an energy available, the maximum energy which we can extract from it, it is called exergy or available energy.
How we found actually exergy, available energy for a open system between two states like state 1 and 2? How we find out availability for a closed system?
Availability.
Or you can explain
H
me the
minus
availability
T naught
function for a
H minus T naught S.
H minus T naught
H minus T naught. Yes.
That is availability function.
Yes, for H minus T naught S for initial state minus H minus T naught S for final state.
That is W max or W maximum useful?
For open system, max and useful are both are same, sir, for open system. Because we don't expand the work against the atmosphere.
Okay. Saitija, what is second law efficiency?
Second law efficiency, it is a ratio of actual efficiency to the maximum reversible efficiency.
So what is the difference between first law efficiency and second law efficiency, Saitija?
Sir, first law efficiency of first law gives information just the efficiency. We don't know whether it is near to the ideal cycle or not. The second law efficiency gives the idea whether we are near to the ideal cycle or not. The second law efficiency, which is ratio of actual efficiency to the reversible efficiency. If it is approaching near to 100, so it will be reversible cycle. We are at the maximum efficiency state. We are using it at maximum efficiency.
My last question is to you. How actually second law of thermodynamics is different from the first law? What information actually we are getting from second law in comparison with the first law?
Okay, sir. The first law of thermodynamics only tells about the energy conversion from one form to another form. But second law will give the direction of energy transfer. I mean, the quality. It is a qualitative law. The first law is a quantitative law. The second law tells whether the process is feasible or not, in what direction the process is feasible. It gives the second law will be giving the information about that. First law just the energy conversion only.
Okay, Sai Teja, let me give you the feedback.
Okay, sir.
Sai Teja, I asked you some direct, straightforward questions. Energy balance से क्या मतलब है? And which law actually tells us about the energy balance? तो ठीक है, आपने बताया.
Okay.
PMM also, PM1 also you explained. But थोड़ा सा उसको और इंटरेस्टिंग वे में बताना है आपको, साई तेजा. एनर्जी बैलेंस तो हर बताया, तो आपको बताना था. When interviewer is giving you chance, so you need to say, sir, from the understanding of this subject, thermodynamics, we know we cannot create energy, sir. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Only we can convert one form of energy into another form. And sir, when we carry out that energy conversion, so the balance of that, what is the energy in, what is the energy out, what is the change in energy of the control volume, sir? That balance actually, that is known as energy balance, sir. And that we can write for any kind of system where energy interaction is taking place. So whether it is a IC engine, generator, fan, light bulb, anything. So if energy conversion, some form of energy is converting into another form, we can apply this law of energy balance. Okay. तो थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा. साइड इज आर यू गेटिंग पॉइंट? ऐसा नहीं कि आपने एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया. You explained, but you
no, the way you are presenting answer was fine. I mean, the way you told us.
You can attract interviewers towards some areas actually. तो पहला क्वेश्चन है, उसका बहुत इंप्रेशन पड़ेगा. First question, if you like explain in an average manner, then there are chances कि they will not ask you some other good level of questions. So what you can do, like if they are asking something, you can generate their interest also. देखो human nature है, अलग अलग लेवल के लोग बैठे हैं, and ऐसा हो सकता है कि जब आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जाओ, उन्होंने 30 बच्चों को इंटरव्यू ऑलरेडी ले चुके हों वो. ठीक है. So how you are presenting yourself as a different candidate other than those 30-20 candidates, then only they are going to give you the chance. ठीक है. उस पे काम कर रहे हैं. Second PMM you explained, heat exchanger also you explained how we can apply this. थोड़ा सा एंट्रोपी में आप कंफ्यूज हो गए थे, तो you need to take time, है ना. Like अगर आपको कुछ मिल रहा है, क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, and you are not very sure about that, then you can say, sir, please give me some time, sir, let me think. थोड़ा सा सोचना है, लिखना है, हड़बड़ी नहीं करनी, जल्दी नहीं करनी. Okay, then if I think if you will take some time to think over some particular question, you will be easily able to answer. Like this question I analyzed, you know the concept, you know the things, but somehow actually you have not actually answered right. But later stage you explained it well. So entropy change क्या होता है? What is the difference between entropy and entropy generation? What is dq by t? So dq by t is a reversible. Dq by t reversible is a property, and that is entropy. dq by t irreversible is not the property, and entropy change is same for both reversible and irreversible between the same end states. Okay. तो because entropy क्या आपका property है, it depends on the end states only. तो वो मेरे ख्याल से वो हम डिटेल में डिस्कशन कर चुके हैं. What is that dq by t? How we can write? Availability function also you explained. W max, W useful, that will be same for open system. Exergy also you explained. Second law efficiency also you explained, है ना. अभी आपने उसको भी ठीक ढंग से explain किया है. So what I feel overall your presentation wise it is fine because this is your first snap and it is good. It is more than average. Okay. So what I feel, if you will work hard, like you are having I think next 10-15 days with you. So if you listen to more and more snap mocks. Okay, if you will go for more and more snap mocks, and if you will try to improve like how to impress the interviewer, and you need to understand the difference between explanation and just answering. You answered all the questions, but there is a very micro difference between explaining the things and just answering, and you need to understand how you can explain better.
Okay.
आंसर तो आपने किया अभी, एंड देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, बट एक्सप्लेनेशन पार्ट थोड़ा सा उसमें और आप ऐड कर सकते थे, उसको इंप्रूव कर सकते थे, बिकॉज विद योर एक्सप्लेनेशन वी कैन इंप्रेस एनीबॉडी। बट आंसर तो
Yes,
हो
sir.
सकता है ना यार, आंसर तो हम कैसे भी दे सकते हैं सर। सेकंड लो
Yes,
हमें
sir.
डायरेक्शन बता देता है, सेकंड लो हमें बताता है सर एंट्रोपी बढ़ रहा है, वो आंसर है, उससे इंटरव्यूअर इंप्रेस नहीं होगा। आर यू गेटिंग
Okay.
पॉइंट? तो
Ah,
आपको
yes,
उस
sir. I
पे
got.
काम करना है, यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड थोड़ा सा टाइम लेना है सोचने के लिए। इफ यू विल वर्क ऑन
Okay.
दीज 2 points Saiteja, I think all things will be good, all things will be in favor of you, and you will be able to finally succeed in your goal. Okay Saiteja?
Okay, sir.
Okay, good luck and keep preparing. Anything you want to ask?
Nothing else, sir. Sir, don't post this video on the website.
No, we are going to upload it on our panel only, not on YouTube. Is there any
Not on that website also.
why why you want? You
Right.
performed well Saiteja, why you feel?
No, I don't want it to get posted actually.
Chaliye, if you are feeling like that, then surely we are not going to post it on our panel also. Okay Saiteja?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Good luck, keep
Sir,
preparing.
one more thing, sir. This thermodynamic relations are there, no, sir? So
Uh-huh.
what, in that, what can I prepare? Sir, Cauchy-Clapeyron equation and
Uh-huh.
Joule-Thomson coefficient, and those Maxwell equations I read it. Is that
हाँ
enough, sir?
मैक्स देखो थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंडिंग समझना है कि मैक्सवेल रिलेशंस क्यों होते हैं, व्हाट आर द यूज ऑफ दोस मैक्सवेल रिलेशंस। ओके, या थर्मोडायनामिक रिलेशंस क्या होते हैं, ठीक है, प्रॉपर्टी रिलेशंस की जिनकी हम बात करते हैं, देन यू नीड टू
Like
नो।
we can get the slopes of the different graphs and all relation between the variables.
You need to go through some theory, like because there can be so many relationship we can develop between so many properties, but why actually we use those less number of relations? अब कुछ ही रिलेशंस को यूज करते हैं, बट रिलेशन तो और भी बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं।
Yes, sir.
लाइक अगर आप 4 प्रॉपर्टीज की बात करते हैं एंड प्रेशर टेम्परेचर वॉल्यूम एंड यू कैन डेवलप सो मेनी रिलेशनशिप, अब उसमें से हम वी आर यूजिंग सम ऑफ द रिलेशनशिप, तो उनका नीड क्या है, दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड। तो थोड़ा सा वो
Okay,
देखो
sir.
थर्मोडायनामिक रिलेशंस का नीड क्या है, ओके व्हाट आर डिफरेंट थर्मोडायनामिक रिलेशनशिप, और फिर
Yes,
ये
sir.
जो जो रिलेटेड चीजें हैं वो थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो, जूल थॉमसन कोएफिशिएंट, आइडियल गैस के लिए क्या रिलेशन है, या जो टीडीएस इक्वेशंस हम पढ़ते हैं, क्लैसियस क्लैपेरॉन
Sir,
इक्वेशन वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है।
okay, sir. One more doubt, sir.
Mhm.
See, if these in the power plant, the RPM of turbine, how it is fixed, sir? We know the formula is 120 F by P, some number of 120 F by N.
Repeat
I mean,
once again, what you are saying?
fixing the RPM of the turbine.
Uh-huh.
When turbine is getting connected to the generator, we need to maintain that frequency, no, sir. 50 hertz frequency for our India.
So what is your question, Sairaj? I'm not getting your question.
How exactly
how RPM is associated with the frequency?
Yes, sir. And how I mean, how much we put it in the turbines? I mean,
your question is not very much clear, but let me try to relate. Saitija, frequency and RPM, there is a direct relationship. You know, omega, at what RPM we are running, we can convert into frequency. Okay. अभी
yes,
आप
sir.
बात कर रहे हो कि लाइक सपोज जनरेटर को किस टॉर्क स्पीड पे आपको रन करना है, यू वांट टू जनरेट रन द जनरेटर, बिकॉज तभी आप इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस कर पाओगे।
Yes, sir.
You are asking me at what RPM we need to run the generator?
Yes, sir.
To get some electricity.
Yes, sir.
So it depends on so many factors. There is no such fixed thing कि हमें इतना RPM पे रखना पड़ेगा. If you want electricity 220 volt 50 hertz, you're talking about that ना कि 50 hertz पे या उसके लिए कितने RPM पे अपने को रन करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, sir. Like I heard the formula RPM equal to 120 F by N, where F is a frequency, N is a number of poles or something.
It may be the case, but I need to check Saiteja if it is the case.
Okay.
Because yes, that may be like depending on the how much magnetic field is there. Okay, then there may be some relationship, but in mechanical engineering interviews, you are not going to face some question like that. They can ask you about the designing of shaft. They can ask you about the loading of shaft. They can ask you about the failure of shaft. They can ask you about the first law analysis of a turbine generator. Okay, like this. बट कितना आरपीएम पे वेट करोगे, कितना मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स है, कितना वो, दोज आर एक्चुअली द इलेक्ट्रिकल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स पार्ट ना, इलेक्ट्रिकल से पार्ट हो जाता है वो.
Yes, sir. And previous NPCL, they asked one question like, what is the frequency which is used in India? So it's like some 50 hertz or 60 hertz will be
तो
using.
50 हर्ट्ज हम यूज
So
करते हैं
based
ना.
upon they asked how do you, yeah, 50 hertz. And based on that, how do you relate the RPM and all? So I got it.
Okay, Sai Teja, good luck and keep preparing.
Thank you, sir.